Hello, darlings. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. If you're another YouTuber, let me know down in the comments and I will sub you back. Now stay safe, stay home, and here's the video. Hello, darlings. It's Brandy here from BRC Nails. Let me get right into the shout outs. I have Miss Nail Territory and Miss Viola Brown Nail Cover Lover. They are both very, very awesome nail YouTubers. Now, Miss Nail Territory, I am new to her channel. The few videos that I have watched are very awesome. They are regular polish videos, but she did some summer fruits that were super cute. And Miss Viola, she does everything. Reviews, she's part of the Glitter Girls collabs, you know, whatever. She does it all. So please go check these ladies out. Their links will be in the description box down below. And if you ever wondered where I get these people from, it's usually from my comment section on my previous few videos, or just the last one, depending, you know. So if you want me to feature you, then let me know down in the comments and I will pop you up here in the beginning, okay? Now let us get on to this nail stamping. Oh yeah, wait, before I forget, there is a list of giveaways down in the description box, a huge list. So if you are looking to win some giveaways, find some new nail channels to subscribe to and stay subscribed to after the giveaway, please, then check that out down below as well. I mean, it's a pretty big list. Just make sure that the giveaway is not over when you go to try to enter it. I'm going to try to keep up with the list as much as I can, but eventually, you know, they're all going to be over. So now let's get on to the stamping. Okay, for now, I am going to leave it just regular speed because, you know, I want to show you all the crap that I got. I'm starting first with clear jelly stampers. By far, these are the best for me personally to work with. I'm just showing you all the different shapes, the handles. Some of them have holes where you can touch the underside of the stamper. Some of them don't. Most of them have the same stickiness factor, at least the ones of my collection do. With this next size, you have to take out the size of, you have to take out the other side so that you will be able to see where you're placing it on the nail and everything like that. And again, another hole there. But if you're using the smaller side and you want to see down into it to place it on a nail, you do have to take the bigger side off as well, because you can't really see through two stampers, right? Now here is my Queen Monaco stamper. It was like $7.50 at Walmart. My mom bought it for me a while ago. It is all scratched, but it is a magnifying one a little bit. There's no hole there, obviously, because there's a magnifier there. And then I have my regular 4cm chest stamper is what I call it. It's pretty firm as far as clear stampers go. I have ruined two of these back to back because I was too hard smushing it onto the nail. So I've gone back to the little monocle. There's an ice cube stamper. That's what they call this one. It is a clear jelly. Same, like I said, all my clear ones have the same sort of firmness to it. Now this was like expensive for me. It was like $5 or something like that. But they have this marshmallow stamper on the bottom, which is super sticky compared to the jelly ones. I don't know if you can actually tell by looking, but my glove was definitely sticking to it more than, sticking to the pink part more than to the jelly part. I did also want to show that the cap will not apply onto just the jelly part alone. It just doesn't fit. So just a little, you know, info for that. Okay, next we're going to go into the in-between land. Now this is one of the Born Pretty chameleon stampers. There is the hole down there so that you can push it you know, push the stamper up or down. But it has, I got the one with the holographic glitter on there, and it's very, very hard to see the design or to reverse stamp with it for me. Personally, I wish I had gotten the clear bottom, but it is what it is. So, you know, it basically looks pretty and doesn't get used unless I'm doing a ton of reverse stamping, right? So I wanted to replace the stamper head that I ruined in one of these stampers, right? I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but there's like, there's a divot in there, and I did it twice to the same type. So I think it's just, that type is not compatible with me very well. So I bought this to replace it, and it was the largest size that I could find, and it just doesn't fit in there at all. You know, there's no way to use it with that. So I had kind of just put it aside, like, you know, I have it, it's brand new, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but, you know, something will come up, right? And I realized after that it will fit into the monocle stamper. I was like, oh, let me try this, see if it'll actually work. And boom, 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 perfect. So, knock on wood, I have not broken the surface of my monocle stamper yet, but I will have a replacement head when necessary. So, yay! Because I was really frustrated about that. Because I just have to keep buying more and more stampers, and it's like, I just want to replace the head. I don't need a whole new goddamn stamper, right? So, you know, it is what it is. Now here we go into what I would consider marshmallow stampers. They are not all white, and these were the type of stampers that I not started with, because I did have a jelly stamper as well, but I switched over to these in between because I was having such a hard time picking up a clean image. I bought this giant one because I was thinking about trying to make decals with it, but if anything, it's just too much, like just too big, too much. So then I have this one, again, too small, not enough to pick up a full nail image, or, you know, a lot of times I have to double back because of the length of the nails that I use, but, you know, I'm just trying to give you a good size representation. I also bought this one. It's a little bit bigger, I believe, than the end of the first one, but of course it doesn't have the double side. So with these type of stampers, you can't line them up to see, you know, you can't look through them to line them up well. So that's why a lot of people just straight up don't use them anymore. So those are all the different types of nail stampers that I personally own under the two subcategories of like marshmallow and clear jelly. So I'm just playing around real quick with the Born Pretty. Like, it picks up beautifully, but when you look through it, it's just all cloudy. Like, I was trying to get the camera to show, like, there's all that snow, or like interference. That's the word I was looking for. Ding, 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 interference. You know, when you're trying to place the image, or like I said, do reverse stamping, sometimes it's hard to see where the actual lines are because the glitter is taking away from the actual image itself. So originally I was going to use the gold and the red. This is them swatched, no top coat at all, just right out of the bottle. You know, I was going to put a gel top coat, but I just wanted to show how they looked on a nail because they are beautiful. I love them. I got them from Nails by Katherine Ford. She lives in Canada, so I know there are a few lucky ladies who are able to get this brand on the regular. Okay, so what had happened was the first day I recorded, I used only that white stamper, and I was having a really hard time picking up. I could pick up the image, but placing it onto the paper, it was giving me a hard time. That's what that paper was. in the beginning that I showed you that just looked like a bunch of splotchy metallic nothing. And yes, I know that the papers are not even and they're not straight, okay? So all you OCD people are either going to have to, you know, put it out their mind or, you know, see you on the next video because, you know, a girl's cutting skills are not that great, okay? So here I just wanted to show that it would actually pick up a black, but honestly it didn't put it onto the paper very well. Oh, and I found this little mini lint brush from I don't even know how long ago. It wasn't unwrapped yet or anything, but it was small, so I thought it was kind of cute. But it's a pain in the butt. But anyways, I had only used the white stamper on the previous day. So I was like, well, it's probably the stamper that's the problem. Because, you know, I always blame the stamper before I blame my damn self, right? So what I decided to do was go in with the black again and try this, this stamper. Now, no, I thought I was gonna... Well, anyways, I thought I was going to do the other one. Well, I'm not going to cut it out now because, I mean, I'm already jabber-jawing away, right? So it did transfer okay, even with leaving the residue on the stamper. So, but I know that it is that big stamper's fault. I tried to use it with the pink and it totally like stained the top of it. I don't know why. It's not the polish fault, I guarantee it, because that stamper is just a hot ass mess, right? So if you are still watching, please hit that like button. Let a girl know that you like her videos. Leave a description. Leave a comment down in the comment section and let me know what my next video should be, whether you think this is boring, you know, anything. Just give a shout out to your girl, okay? So now here I am going in with the black stamping polish again. Just Born Pretty, Nicole Diary, same difference, right? So I used the little stamper and it picked up perfectly. So then I just applied it only to the white side because, you know, so it transferred the image really well, but it held it on the stamper itself too. So with that little test done, I cleaned it all off. I decided to use this fuchsia color. My gold actually kind of, yeah, was a hot mess. And the red, I didn't want to use the red because the stamper is red. So I went with that, hoping it would show up well. And it did. It did. It was a nice image. With these stampers, after testing it off camera, a smoosh is better than a roll for me, personally. So smooshing it is. And I'm just cleaning it off with the lint roller, cleaning all that up with my acetone. And if it's not perfect, y'all know it goes back in the book perfect, okay? But I'm putting more polish right back on it. So as long as there's not going to be any transference or anything, even though I'm using the same color. Oh no, I'm testing the next color, I think. I could peek ahead, but you know. Okay, so I'm using the frosted pink now. I'm going to use that same stamper just to make sure that the different colors of the polish will work as well. And then here I am just straight smushing it. Beautiful pickup. Smush it back on the paper. Smush perfectly, right? And it left nothing on there this time, just around the edges. So clean that right up. And now for the main attraction. Okay, we got Born Pretty neon stamping polishes. Yeah, so here we go, finally, right? When I decided to buy these, I actually watched another YouTuber's video. I'd have to dig it up to find out, but she ordered like 6 different colors, and there were a few that just didn't really perform well. Okay, I'm going to pop through the names real quick. it's BPFS and then the numbers and the names. So we have BPFS 01, carry on, BPFS 02, fist fight, number 03, be lost, and number 07, wandering. So those are the 4 that I bought. I am going to pop up. Now this is what you look at when you buy it. Now it says fluorescent effect. It is not glow in the dark. It glows in black light. Okay, so like if you're going to the club or I don't know, whatever. I don't know where else people have black lights, but for Halloween, for parties, you know, whatever, you get this awesome neon color. Very pigmented, of course, because they are stamping polishes. I am going to let you get up close and personal with these. And yes, I bought them for myself with my own money. They weren't gifted to me or nothing. But I was looking forward to them for a long while. I had one of my nail sisters give me a nice little gift. And I used that to buy these. She is huge into stamping, so I knew sis would be proud of me, even though it took forever and a day for me to get them. But, you know, I'm going to keep all that private. But I just wanted to give the girl a shout out. Mwah, mwah, much love, girl. You know who you are. So the pink on the camera looks red, but it does, you know, come out pink. I was a little worried at first because when I received it in the mail, you know, like when I opened it, it looked pink. But then once I got it under the light, I was like, oh no, giving it the side eye, you know, because it looked so red. But yeah, so I recorded this first. I did it and didn't record it, so I had to do it all over again. So that's what all that mess is right there. Talk about hella frustrating, right? Did the whole damn thing and then went, oh man, because I went to pause it and I was like, oh, and it started recording and I was like, oh. So I did it again for y'all because it's really, you know, half the video. So what I wanted to do was try to wait, see how long I could wait before putting it on. But since it's a stamping polish, it dries so quickly. There's not a lot of time for you to be fiddling around with cleaning up the edge work and everything. I mean, this did sit longer because, you know, I put it down and had to grab this and that and whatever. But I would still recommend, you know, you get in your groove with your stamping. You know how fast you need to clean something up or how much time you have to try to fit something else in. And it does look a little watery as I'm applying it onto the plate, but the images came out very, very nice, very pigmented. I was a little worried when I did the first strike because it didn't look like it was going to be pigmented, but it ended up working out. So, yeah, see, here's me pushing the envelope with the time again. And yes, Catherine, I have not done the timing of it with a stopwatch yet, okay? But I will if you want me to, okay? So you will know exactly how long you have to play around before, you know, applying it to your nail. Okay, all that being said, I am doing my usual method. I take whatever polish I'm going to use. I cover the image completely, making sure that it's a little juicy. Because I think the problem with me not picking up an image for so long is I wasn't putting enough polish on there. So, same old, nice and easy. I'll do it with the next color, so I know I've told you guys multiple times, you know, but I just want to do it for anybody that might not know or that is having trouble with stamping. So what I do is I take the color, I put it on the image, I cover the image fully, and like I said, I leave it a little juicy. Then I take my card at a 45-degree angle, lightly, with light pressure, swipe it across the image. Then I take the stamper and I roll it, whether I roll it up and down, left and right, it kind of depends on the image. And then I roll it right back onto the nail. You don't need a lot of oomph with it, you know, like gently kiss the surface. That's the way that I think of it. Because there are times where I'm putting pressure like crazy, because if you don't know, I am heavy-handed to the max. Like, I don't know my own strength. But I did want to leave this in real time so that people could see exactly how long it takes or it doesn't take. I mean, I'm not cleaning up around the edges or anything because it is just a little swatching, but I just wanted to show, you know, step by step by step. Okay, so this is pretty much it. I will have the links to the stamping polishes in the description box. I got them off of AliExpress, like I said, so the price looks to be the same, at least for the USA. It hasn't gone up or down. It was about $2.35, $2.39 a bottle, so it's not bad, but like I said before, what made me really rein in my spending was the other colors that I saw, like in that other video, they didn't perform well. Like the red didn't really look that great. The purple didn't really look that great. So I went with the orange or coral color instead of red, and I just totally axed the purple. And here you can sort of see what it'll look like under a black light. You can see it really glowing on the white, but it does glow very nicely on the black too. So to each their own, right? Gotta explore and try new things and see what works for you and what doesn't, because, you know, it's all about you or your client, you know, depending. But for me, it's all about me and what I like. So I like to experiment and see what's going on. Don't forget to check out the ladies that I mentioned in the beginning of the video, as well as the very, very long list of giveaways. That will be down there as well. And I think that's about it. Thanks so much for watching. Have a marvelous day. And thanks again. Mwah.